take the result and not throw that back and give that to Omaha by any means. But, I mean, you heard Sam talk about it. Our focus is us, and I'm disappointed. We missed an opportunity for us to get better, and we are nowhere near where we need to be. And that's why every opportunity that we're together is an opportunity to get better. And this is a process-oriented team, program, culture, not a results-based. And, you know, I mean, it's certainly intriguing that you can win and not play well. But there's a lot bigger things out there than Omaha at home for us. And that's no disrespect to a man that I don't like, I love. That's Darren Hansen.
Yeah, when did you get word on Andrew that he was good to go?
Yesterday after practice. He'd been doing everything, Dom, and just hasn't been cleared for contact. We were waiting for some scans to come back, and they came back after practice. And I have a vision in my head of what this team can look like, and he's a big part of that vision. You can obviously see that's a talented young man. So we thought it was important to get him out there. Don't want to play victim, don't want to play excuses, but this is the first time all season, I believe, where we've had everybody. Tyree missed the first couple games, and Sam was out for a while. Montana State, I think we had everybody, but that's Sam's first game back. Malik got hurt. Very next game, Andrew got hurt. So, but, that still doesn't excuse some of the other things that are inexcusable.
You held him scoreless for 5.5 minutes there in that big stretch of the second half.
I just thought, like, in the first half, we would get up 10 and then we'd get casual. Just soft finishes around the rim. Just running out of bounds, missed box out here and there. Basketball plays. Everybody gets caught up with the highlight dunks, the dribble step back threes. Those make SportsCenter. I'm focused on the substance things. And we teach a certain way because we feel that's what effective basketball is. And when you go rogue, it's pretty evident it doesn't work. And that's what was happening in some of those stretches.
What Tyree means to the team. I thought, and Sam got player of the game, he was leading point getter, but I thought he wrecked the game for them. I mean, defensively, what he was able to do, deflecting the ball, et cetera, I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, we had a pretty good come to Jesus meeting after we, let one slip at Kansas City, and I don't hesitate at all. That young man's been the most consistent player. Sam was terrific at USD, then he didn't play very well at South Dakota State. Rocky, pretty much didn't show up against South Dakota. Then he was pretty good against South Dakota State. Tyree's been the most consistent guy, and really we ask a lot of him. He's playing a lot of minutes. He's playing both ends of the floor, guarding one of the better players and being effective too. And he just assumes that responsibility and likes it. And most encouraging part is right after I'm done talking, it's starting to hear his voice more and more. That's a young man that's always talked about leaving a legacy, Ross. They only got 4 left here.
Of his tomorrow before you have a game with Denver to get focus. I don't know if focus is the right word to get ready for another tough game on Saturday.
Clearly, Dom, I'm again, with all due respect to Denver, I don't care about Denver, right? We're trying to get better, and whatever we need to do tomorrow to get better, we're going to get better, right? And there is, we've been successful in February and March, which is the most important time of year because we've worried about us and held to those kind of standards. And as the leader, I'm going to continue to do those things.
This team, and I'm sure you've had your fair share of life-threatening situations for one season, but being able to get Andrew back and being able to get Sam back, do you feel like you've developed depth through kind of some of this stuff, or that you've become a stronger team? I'm sure you'd like to have maybe a win here, a win there if you'd have been healthy all season, but this has to have made you maybe a stronger unit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clear the way I spoke, the tone with which I spoke early before the season started. When it came to culture, character, talent, depth, versatility, this is the most that we've had in my 8 years at North Dakota State. And again, I'm not sitting here by any means, Ross, being victim because everybody's going through something, but it's been one thing here, one thing there, where I do feel if we can get some pieces out there, even Grant tonight still, he's not the same. And you can tell that. And once we get those pieces moving in the direction, I think we have a chance to do something special. That's if we continue to hit a process. Every day we have an opportunity to. That's if we stay healthy. A lot of ifs, but half of those ifs are in our control. That's getting better.
Grant and Andrew have a chance to get ramped all the way up to 100% by the time it's going to matter?
Grant, yes. You know, Morgan, he lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight, and you know, it's just really hard to put that weight and muscle back while you're, you know, burning calories and you're playing every day. So that one will be, you know, he played 11 minutes. It's probably a few more than I anticipated tonight. But, God, I mean, I can't. You know, we got a terrific win at Oral Roberts, and I came back Monday in practice, and Grant and Andrew are standing there. Those are two long, very talented human beings. And you know, Tyree, Sam, Rocky, you can talk about best or whatever. Those are our two most talented players. I'm not going to shy away from saying that. But it's when they're healthy, when they're playing to their capabilities.
Sam, can you talk about just having Andrew back? And I know maybe he might have had a minutes restriction or whatever, but you have your whole roster for what seems like the first time all year.
Yeah. First off, congrats on the baby. But yeah, I mean, we were talking about it before the game. This is the first time we've had all 14 of us, like actually be healthy in a basketball game this year. Which I mean sounds pretty weird to say, but I mean he has a fearless mentality, and obviously he's a really talented player, and just excited to see, you know, his future and just taking it game by game. I mean, to be honest, he hasn't really practiced much until, you know, he just kind of went out there and did his thing. That's just Morgs to a T. But yeah, I'm really excited to see him back.
I think scoreless for 5.5 minutes in the second half there. How big was that?
I mean, that's something we pride ourselves is down there on the defensive end. At times, I definitely didn't think we were very good, but you know, to be able to hold a team and kind of go on a little bit of a run and string some stops there together was big time for us.
Can you just speak to what Tyree does for you guys as a basketball team? I thought he was unbelievable defensively tonight, and really kind of stemmed the tide when they were on a run. He made a few big stops, big steals.
I mean, Tyree's the heart and soul of the team on both sides of the ball. He does a great job of leading by example and just gives it his all on the court whenever he steps out there. And he's great for the young guys to look up to, and just a great person to look after.
Was it hard to put this team away? It looked like you guys had your chances there, Jarius.
They're an incredibly well-coached team. We know just because of who we are, teams are going to come out every single game and give it their all just because of who we are. So we gotta do a better job of coming out more prepared.
Dan, can you get your finger on why there's been these offensive droughts with you guys this season where you play really good stretches and then have 5 or 6 minutes where you just can't get a basket?
Yeah, I mean, usually with a veteran team, you don't really see that. I think it's just, you know, we need to focus on doing our job and playing to our roles, not trying to do too much offensively. Obviously, there's a ton of talent on this team, and each individual can bring something to us defensively and offensively. And when we figure that out, and when you see it, you know, we have stretches of 5 to 10 minutes where that's what we're doing. We call it, we're just hooping. And when we do that, I think we're tough to stop down there, but it's just a matter of doing that consistently for 40 minutes.
Within a game, Oral Roberts now, they lost to Western. Your thoughts on that for second place?
We're not worried about that, you know. It's all about us and us getting better. And if we focus on us and focus on getting better each day, that stuff will take care of itself. And we just want to control what we can control.
I noticed they got within one a couple times in the second half, but were never able to get over the top. When it did go from 6-point lead, 7-point lead, back down to 1, is there anything said by the coaches, anything said by you guys? I mean, what was kind of the message to then go back out and gap them again?
Yeah, I mean, when they go on little, you know, 4 or 5-0 runs like that, obviously our urgency is going to be kind of amplified, but we need to find a way to always play like that and have kind of a mentality where we're always, you know, down 10 points. And once we can find that and find that urgency consistently, each possession, I think we'll be just fine.